IK Multimedia have collaborated with Tascam to release their T-RackS TASCAM Tape Collection. Tascam are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year, and in this collection there are 4 tape machines to try out, from high fidelity to low fidelity. By the way, if you're new to Real Home Recording, check out some of our older videos because in my opinion the best ones have already been made and I do not like repeating myself. Links to those are below. Let's get started. Alright, first a brief rundown of the different controls. These will be slightly different depending on which tape machine you choose, but they are all similar in the way that they handle things. First of all, on the upper left corner, we have the different presets, so you can quickly go through those, the ones that IK Multimedia provided, or you can save your own. Underneath that is the reset button. If you click that, all your controls go poof, such as that. And if you accidentally press it, you can hit the undo button, which is up here. The one on the left is undo, the one on the right is redo, and then over here we have our different comparisons, so we can copy settings. For example, let me just show you. If I change all these around and I want to copy A to D, now A and D had the same settings, and if I click on B, it goes back to the default settings. And if I wanted to change A again, let's just adjust these so I can show you. And I'll copy A to C, or if I'm on C, I can also copy that to B, A, or D. It doesn't matter. It's the copy settings and compare them. Back to the left side of the screen, auto calibration. This resets these controls if you watch. See, all those get reset, but if I had these switched from the different tape formulas, those stay the same. Watch. See? In the center we have our VU meters, which are important when we're setting levels, although you really should just use your ears, but they're good for a quick visual reference. On the far right, we have our power button, which acts as our bypass button. And then back over to the left, we have our input slider or fader. You can either adjust it up and down by dragging, using a mouse wheel up and down, or if you control click it, it resets it to the default position. To the right of that, we have our tape bias control. If we go up, it makes the presence and higher frequencies boosted, and if we go down, we have quicker distortion in the lower mids and bass. Again, control clicking resets the control just like the fader. The record knob, which is right here, adjusts the level after the input stage. That's only if you have it in repro mode instead of just input mode. I'll tell you the difference after I get through the rest of these controls. Over here are our post-tape equalizer settings. So after the output stage, you can adjust these if you're not happy with the way things sound. These are basic EQ settings. I believe they're all shelving equalizers. This one is not fully parametric. It doesn't have a Q, but yeah, this is after the tape. Over here we have transport modeling, which basic way to describe this is it's those slight fluctuations with the mechanism that guides the tape along the track, so it sounds more accurate to what an actual tape machine would give you. True stereo gives slight level, pitch, and equalizer variations between the left and right channels. And then finally, to the right of that, we can pick which tape formula we can have, which all these different controls have slightly different sounding tones. The best way to use these is to just allow your track to play and then pick which one you think sounds the best. The formula at the top is the one that Tascam themselves recommend for each different tape recorder. At the bottom, we can choose whether it's just a tape machine without the tape itself, or for a more accurate representation of what would have been done back in the day, the repro head or the reproduction head of the tape machine is on by default. That's the one that I recommend, because if you just have it on the input, it's just the input to output signal, and that isn't typically what you would have heard if you were mixing off a tape back in the day. Finally, the output slider is after the tape, after the equalizer, to get that last bit of signal in. And again, if you control click, it resets to the default. The controls on the bottom right have to do with the IK Multimedia custom shop, and clicking the question mark will open the user manual, I believe. Well, it opens where the folder of the user manual is. Clicking the I button will show you the about page, including the version number of what you're using. And that's about it. By the way, I should say that the IK Product Manager software made installation a lot easier than it used to be, and I'm glad that IK Multimedia made that program. Okay, let's take a look at the marketing material, just the important stuff. The Tascam 388 was an 8-track multi-track recorder, and according to this, the 388 is the most sought-after tape recorder ever made by TEAC or Tascam. The plugin features one channel of the mixer along with the warmth and vibe of the original tape deck. I'm not sure who Kelly Stoltz is, but apparently he recorded an album with that piece of gear. Another cool thing about these plugins is they have tape formulas, and new for this Tascam collection is the BASF tape formulas. This one features LPR 35, and as you can see, Tascam recommends this for enhancing the tone of the 388. With the help of bit shift gain and gain match from Letty Mix, let's give the 388 a listen on some different material.